Good day, the internet, and welcome to TFI. So I've been trolling the Autodesk Inventor forums, and this question got asked recently, got answered. And I thought, I've been doing this for years. I've been doing this technique for years, and I've never really done a video on it. So it's about time I did. Bang it on the channel, and it's there for anyone to come across in the future. And it's all about Inventor Studio. For example, when you go into environments, Inventor Studio, and then you just accept all the defaults, and then bang out a render. It gives you the same color background as is your modeling background, which is fine. Which is fine. But if you want a white background, it's a bit of a fiddle actually. It's not all that simple. There is one option which is available to you beyond Inventor 2016, so 2016, 2017, and beyond. If you go to Studio Lighting Styles, right-click on Photo Booth, go to Active, and then tick Display Scene Image. It gives you this kind of eggshelly kind of color, which when rendered, unfortunately, goes a little bit grayer than it actually appears in the background. I don't know how that actually comes about. Maybe it's to do with the lighting, because it is image-based lighting. So it's not really true white. So how do you go about getting this background to be true white? Well, it's a bit of a hack. It is a bit of a hack. It's a bit of a temporary thing. But what you do is you go into your application options, so File, Options, go to the Colors tab, go to Presentation Color Scheme, and then change this to one color. Each one of these color schemes has its own preset color when you set it to one color, like deep blue is blue, for example, sky is baby blue. Presentation happens to be white. So for the purpose of your render, set this to presentation one color, click apply, and then bounce on over to Inventor Studio, because you don't want to model with a white background, especially your entire working day staring at a bright white screen. It'll do your eyes in. So click Inventor Studio. And then what you want to then do is go back into Studio Lighting Styles and make sure you untick Display the Scene Image, because you don't want the eggshelly photo booth background overriding your white. So untick that, hit save, hit done, and then now you've got your nice crisp, smart as a dart white background going on. You can then turn on your your realistic styles, your shadows, your reflections, your bit perspective, and then you can go into render image, set your resolution, set your camera. You don't even need to use photo booth now actually, as long as none of these other styles are going to use their scene image, which is this little thumbnail here. For example, go into dry salt bed. You can see we've now got the reflection of what the image would be, but because we've got display scene image unticked, we can't actually see this picture in the background. We're using the white background. Go in the renderer until satisfactory, and then click go, and then that should now give us a nice crisp sharp image with shadows, with reflections, and a nice white background, making them shadows pop, making them pop like Pringles. Looking lovely, looking delicious. And then that's your render. So you let that go, you let that render out, and then once you're finished doing your render, you do your bit save your image, and then go back into your application options and undo the white background, and then crack on with your job. File, Options, Colors. Set this back to winter night gradient, which is what I've got mine set to normally, and then there you go. That's how you set your Inventor Studio background to be white for a render. And it is a bit silly. It's a bit of a hack to do that, but it works. Not really even a hack. It's just a faff. Let's just call it a faff and be done with it and move on with our lives. Right, I'll see you in the next one. Toodles.